How do you all feel after lunch? Sleepy?
Yes.
Yes, I see it. Let's stand up. Let's run 1 mile at a time. Come on, we got this. One step at a time. One step at a time. Come on, one step at a time. We got this. Your cholesterol is getting in a place. Your blood pressure is getting in a place. There we go. We got this.
Talking to you.
Well, thank you, ladies. I hope you feel all better. A beautiful region of Bosnia, land known for its breathtaking landscape, rich cultural heritage. But there was the time that would forever alter its history. Growing up in Bosnia, I remember smell of freshly baked bread and pastries. My grandmother telling me stories while I was playing with Barbies. But in May of 1992, war started. Conflict that shaped people's lives and tested their strength and resilience. Communities that were sharing common land for generations are now torn apart by hate and prejudice. Our neighbors turned on neighbors overnight, and we were on the wrong side. I remember our neighbor, his name was Milenko. He was our best friend. We were sharing best moments, birthday parties, breaking fast, especially during the month of Ramadan. But when this happened, he was watching through the window while my family was forced to abandon our home. Serb soldiers positioned themselves on top of those beautiful mountains, and they started shooting. They shot at my friends, my family, my uncle, my grandfather, and my father. I, my mom, and those that were left were put in buses and dumped in the woods. We started walking towards unknown direction, hoping we will find a safe zone. We stumbled in a nearby city, and residents converted the school into refugee camp. Life in refugee camp is not easy. There is no water, electricity, food, and place to bathe. United Nations were bringing food by the airplanes and dropped for us. We will escape refugee camp at night in hope that we will catch some food. People started committing suicide to end their sufferings. I remember a woman. She hanged herself and left 2 kids behind herself. She was raped and her husband slaughtered. I was taken away from my father, friends, and forced to live in a strange environment. I loved to run. I was always a runner. But sadly, I could have run only at night. During the day, if enemies will see me, they will rape me or they will shoot me. My mother was always worrying at night when I go for a run. But that was my medicine. That was my medicine and healing from war trauma. 5 years in refugee camp and seeing 10,000 men and boys killed in one day. Our borderly country, Croatia, opened the borders for Bosnian genocide survivors. We stayed in Croatia for 2 years, going through medical checkups and medical backgrounds. In late of 2000, I received a big plastic bag with my name on it, refugee, and United Nations. We landed to New York. From New York to Jacksonville. I looked at my mom and she was crying. At this time, she was suffering from heart disease. I was 14. But responsibilities that were given to 14 years old were way behind or beyond. My life was in Mercy of Lutheran Social Service, nonprofit organization. We were given caseworker. And my first day of school, I was guided to translator office. She was red, with red big hair. Her name was Amra. She had big pink glasses. I sat in front of her, but she started giving me formula for success. I repeated myself and I said, I wanted to be Olympian. I wanted to run. I am fast. I'm faster than grenade when they were falling. She lifted her pink glasses and she said, oh no, you come to this country to either be a doctor, attorney, or accountant. I felt not being understood, and I proceeded to my next class. One day at PTA class, a group of friends were talking about going behind the building and smoking and escaping the class. I joined the group. They are my friends. One day I felt that this is not good. I cannot do this. I went back to translator office and I asked to be transferred to new school. By end of next day, I was transferred to Andrew Jackson High School. This is a medical magnet program. I cannot see blood. I cannot see people's sufferings. But I said, I got this. This school was different, but so I was different too. I was carrying big fat dictionary with me to every class and eating lunch that my mom was cooking and preparing for me. One day, one of my teachers offered me to guide me and mentor me with the English after school. As I was attending extra English classes, I shared with the teacher that I wanted to go back home. I can't stay here anymore. I stopped eating. I was thinking if my mom sees that I'm not eating, she will take me back home. I need to run. Run, it's my medicine. And this English teacher, his name was Brian. He took me to first place sports at Bay Meadows. Here I was introduced to a very tiny, short lady. Her name is Kim Pollock. She's a native from New York, Olympian, that moved to Jacksonville. My English teacher and Kim, they exchanged few words, and I was told to come back next day to run. I didn't have running shoes nor running clothes. And I was living at Mayfair Village, if from Jacksonville knows the place, far from that store. But I said, that's fine. I don't have anybody to bring me, but I will make it. I will run to the store. They laughed at me. This was not a good idea. Next day, it happened that our caseworker came to visit us. Time to time, caseworker will come and take our progress live and talk to us about our settlement. I asked the caseworker to take me back to the store so I can meet with Miss Kim Pollock and run. So he did. I ran about 5 miles with Kim around the San Jose area, and I told her that I wanted to be Olympian. She smiled back at me and said, we will make it happen. As I was committed to my running and show a great progress academically, Ms. Kim involved me to be ambassador for Run Well organization. I was ambassador for 2 years for this organization, and I received entry to first international marathon in Paris. This marathon, I ran to 2 Olympians, Kim Pollock and Keith Bradley. After that, I was sponsored to run in Berlin, and I was working 2 jobs as a legal assistant in Scott and Associate Blackstone Building in Jacksonville, and as a nanny. After my Berlin, I got accepted to run London, Chicago, New York, Boston, and Japan. When I finished my marathon in Japan on my finish line, a group of team started walking towards me, and I saw a big celebration. Everybody were yelling or screaming congratulations, but I didn't know that was me. I was exhausted. Everything gets foreign at that moment. After mile of 18, your body shuts down. It's only what keeps you. It's a mind and your heart. As they approached me, they said that I am a first female completing a major marathons in the world, and I gained the records for Guinness's Book of Records. This was a win and victory for every friend and every father that is taken away from every child in this world. Due to my naturalization and legal documents, Olympics at that time didn't have refugee Olympic committees. I didn't make it to Olympics, but I did gain a Guinness Book of Records in Japan of 2023. And I came to this country with nothing and became a symbol of hope. A proven flame of ambition that cannot be extinguished. And that every child, it doesn't matter how far they have to run, that they deserve to proceed with their dreams. And that I and you and all of us can make better future for them. That they don't fail, but to rise up. Thank you.